Beautiful
You
woman.
seem like she would be amazing.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg. That's not even her real name. You just slapped the freak out of my ear hole.
Good.
Good. Ashley, Mika.
Don't do that.
Don't sing.
Whose idea was it to record today?
Everybody's. Because we gotta get it done.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Starting
Year.
off with water.
Happy New
But you
Year.
finished off last night with the yes.
Last night was fun.
Last night.
No.
That's it.
No.
Last night. That's it.
But
Alright.
we also partied until 4:30 a.m. So
And look at us. We're
Look
here.
at us. We're back again.
Barely.
12 hours later.
barely.
Almost 12 hours later. We're doing the dang thing though. You know, we're hanging in there.
We're here.
We're
here.
here.
We're here.
Ashley, you ready?
I'm here,
Oh, I'm here. You
But
here?
I'm here.
I'm here.
but you know
Yeah.
what today means, right?
What does today mean?
Resolutions.
Revolutions. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This is great.
Resolution.
New beginnings.
New beginnings.
Let's get into it.
New beginnings. Let's go.
Yeah. What it was, what it is, and what it will be. I'm Chasten J, and this is Flexible Strength and Finesse. To my left, to my right is Mika and Ashley.
good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Hello.
Hello,
Happy New
hello. And this Revolution Day, the first of the 2024 year.
Wow, we made it.
We made it this far. We are still here. I can inhale. I can exhale. We own it.
Praise be.
Hey, we own it. And we talking about feeling the feelings of starting something new. And we want to see if we can just make things new because, like we said, you know, make resolutions, make new fitness goals, make new mental goals, make new cleaning goals, make new job goals.
Did you say new cleaning?
Yes, new cleaning. Some people are dirty. Let's
Wow.
be real. Some people are like,
But you know, it's true. Some people can be like, you know what? I'm gonna fold my laundry when it come out the dryer. I'm going to vacuum once a week.
That's not one of my goals. Folding my laundry as soon as it comes out the dryer.
oh,
I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why?
I'm pretty good at that. My issue is I'll just leave it in the dryer.
So your goal is to
For a
get it
little
out. When you hear that, ding dong ding, get that dryer.
Get it
Maybe you
out.
should put like a little note on the outside of the dryer. It's like, get me out. Like, so you feel like you
Set a
saving
timer.
them. You saving them.
You saving them.
They don't want to be
I wanna
saved.
be Rico, come get me.
Yeah. No.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the feeling of starting
Something new. And also, is it harder to start something new versus stopping something old?
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh, we got that. We got that for you. We coming up on this segments. We got them. Yes. You know, we want to know these things. So we look things up a little bit, a lot of it. You know, we even got some UK links. But we're good to go with it. All right. How do you guys feel about this idea, this thought process?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. So go give me some of your thoughts, Mika, about this. Starting something new versus stopping something old.
old.
I had to swallow. I'm so sorry.
Ooh, you need some water?
It was saliva building up, and it was
Okay,
stopping me.
they don't want
I
those
was-
kind of
This is not the episode on digestion
It's not.
and
I'm
what
not
saliva
eating
does.
anything.
That's even, you know, I don't know what health issue
Give
that
us
is in.
these are like before we get into the actual references. Give us
okay,
your
so-
first thoughts about starting something new versus starting something old. And you can even say like what you would like to start. Or,
one of my issues is I think I start new too often. I think I have a problem with finishing.
Ooh.
Is this-
so you keep starting and starting and
Yeah, like let's take for example my weight loss goals. I think I do really good for a couple of months, and then I don't, life happens, and then I fall off, and then I find myself having to start all over again. So starting new. Yeah, it's hard.
Starting new is hard.
Starting new is hard.
And
Yeah.
then have you thought
But
about
but I don't think it may not. To me, it may not be as hard as quitting a bad habit.
What was the last bad habit you quit?
Well, okay, so this is fitting. Every year, I go dry with from alcohol.
Oh, you don't drink alcohol?
I don't drink any
I
alcohol.
thought part of your body went dry.
From what time to what time?
January, February, first 2 months.
Okay.
And then part of March up until my birthday.
All right.
Yeah, so.
So 2.5.
2.5 months.
2.5 months.
That's good.
Yeah. But you know, I guess the interesting thing about that is it's not hard for me to stop drinking. And let's be clear, it's not like we drink every day. It's not like I drink every day.
Wait. Don't
And
say
social-
that like someone else in here drinks every day.
No, I'm talking about myself.
Oh, okay.
This is my experience. No, I'm not talking about you. You don't drink every day.
I don't.
Well, it's been the holiday season.
been a
The holiday season is always like, okay, it's a Monday.
Yeah.
Oh well, let's know.
Oh well, it's Christmas.
That's what day it is. DIY.
But other than that, it's more social. But I guess you're right. When it comes around the holidays, like, you know, you're getting together with friends and family more. So
Yeah, it's harder to do
Yeah.
any kind of goals during the holidays.
Yeah.
And Ashley, give us your thoughts on stopping and starting. Which one's harder for you? Anything you want to stop or start?
I'm trying to think. I feel like, I feel kind of on the same page as Mika, is that I do start a lot of things. Like for me, I can say like career wise, I've started so many different things, and I was, luckily I've been able to see it through. So, different training opportunities for work I've been able to do. Finishing my master's program last year.
Is that echo if I clapped it? I don't know how the audio works yet.
Put a little cheers in. So that was, I can say that was last year.
Yeah.
So like I was able to see that after. Did I want to quit? Oh my God, yeah. So yeah, I feel like I'm very lucky to be able to start a lot of new things and, can see them through. I'm probably skipping some stuff that I probably have quit on.
Yeah.
But dietary wise, I will be giving up the sugars again. Addiction. So I'm gonna have to give up my red vines and my I know, all the good stuff.
40 so hard to give up.
Red number 40 is the hardest thing to give up.
40 so hard to give up.
So yeah, giving up sugar. I'm gonna do the gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, and all that.
what are you gonna eat? Ice?
Air.
Our?
Er.
Oh.
She said gluten-free, sugar-free,
Dairy-free, no eggs. I know. I did it
That's
for
just vegetables.
3 months, and I felt extremely great. It's definitely a step for feeling better. I did a blood test, and that was the main things that came up that caused inflammation in my body.
What's
And
the eggs, the dairy?
all of that, all gluten,
All of
dairy,
them.
all of it, sugars. So I definitely felt physically a different, mentally a different. Apparently, when you give up gluten, you have less brain fog.
That's what I
yeah. So, Lord, I need that right now.
I'm writing stuff down.
Yeah. So so definitely, I'm going to restart that journey again.
Right.
And no, it's gonna be fun. I'll let you know how good I feel when I'm hungry and next week.
Yeah. Justin, what about you? Like starting something new or restarting?
We started this podcast pretty new. That's
Boom! Look at
We
that.
starting this.
Look at us.
We doing this.
We
right here.
gotta finish it.
We gotta finish it through.
And so,
See it through.
let's stay on that topic right there with starting this podcast.
Yeah.
You came up with this idea a year and a half ago, maybe 2.
Yeah, about to.
And so, what do you think were the obstacles to get here?
Me. First of all,
That's
that was a
great.
big
Great
obstacle.
self-reflection.
I was like, well, shoot. Who do I bring on? How do I bring on? Who helps me? Who doesn't help me? Who adds to the table? And you both add great angles to the table. I mean, I don't know if people are hearing it or seeing it yet, but Ashley's got, the entertainment side and can bring it out of us, and Mika's got the little bit of the organization side, and I got the big picture idea of all this and how to put it all together. So this is interesting how we can do this. Yes, we know each other for a great while, And yes, I did pick friends and family to start this with, but I feel like I picked the 2 best picks to do this. And to guide it
I'm gonna get a gold star, right? Like a little
you
plaque.
little sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And you go from there.
And I think for me, as far as the podcast goes, I think because of my background in film and TV, I do not like being on mic. I do not like being in front of the camera. So for me starting this, so for me starting this was like, I think it really fed into the fear and anxiety, and I guess I even have some nervousness of like, okay, here we go, about to put ourselves out there. This is not what I signed up for. Exactly. But on the flip side of that, I think what all 3 of us, like we said in our intro episode, that we do want to connect with all people and show them that we're all different people, but everybody can achieve whatever they want to.
Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and I mean, and things I want to stop, you know, you guys seen it through even the holidays, you know, if you want to eat, that makes sense, because y'all saw I had a tea, a spiced tea, or then I'll have a cold alcoholic beverage, or then I go over and eat some nachos and then have chicken wings.
It's a whole cheesecake downstairs.
And it's a whole cheesecake that we might not really. I might take a bite.
We should take a bite, but if we share a slice, that's sharing calories, right?
Yeah, we should cut that in 3.
Yeah.
And
boom.
Y'all can have that.
Share. Definitely share.
I guess January 2nd, I'm starting mine.
No,
sugar,
you're not doing. No. Oh, you gotta fight back.
But it looks so good.
You gotta move the temptations out of the kitchen.
I need to go clean out my I won't say my closet, my refrigerator.
You should.
Yeah, go
That's
throw
where
some
it starts.
stuff. That's where it starts.
Because if it's in the house, it's harder to fight off.
Oh man.
Like if you didn't buy it, but someone else in your house bought it, it's like.
Yeah.
What emotions do you deal with when
Anxiety.
I guess we can go back to this podcast. What emotions do you feel when starting something new? The podcast, a diet, a workout routine, anything. What are some of your main emotions that you feel?
For me, it was more anxiety, nervousness, like asking people to come on the show, which we will have. I mean, you go on just the fact of saying, hey, would you like to do this for us? And it's, I mean, all they can do is say yes or no, etc. But it's just that trust factor. Now I gotta trust XYZ to come on the show. It's like, okay, well, I mean, I know you a little bit from popping my back because you're the chiropractor, or putting needles in me from being the Eastern medicine, or, you know, checking my heart because you're the cardiologist. But do I know you to trust you with what I'm trying to build? I mean,
so trust.
So it's like a big trust thing.
Okay.
It's definitely one thing.
Wow.
So
I'm glad I don't have any anxiety from that.
you don't, or I do.
I'm glad I'm not carrying that on my shoulders.
No, yeah, I get a little nervous. I mean, trying to figure out how to flow this, keep it moving.
I'm over here just hanging out, drinking my water, minding my business.
Enjoy what they hear, enjoy what they see.
Yeah.
Ashley, what about you? Like with workouts, new diets, let me just say anything. Like you said, you just completed school for your master's program. So what are some of the emotions that you...
I was relieved when I finished school. Like, that was a breath of fresh air.
Oh, yeah.
That was
a lot of tea.
3 years of working full time, traveling full time, and schooling full time. So definitely that was anxiety. But I don't have anxiety that I'm aware of. Maybe it's so bottled up that I don't even know it's anxiety anymore. Maybe I think it's my normal.
Oh, that's
so you're normal or comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Maybe that, yeah. Maybe I'm so uncomfortable being uncomfortable.
I like that. Yeah, I think, and whenever we're looking for change, I think that's the biggest thing. You have to be comfortable with feeling uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. And I am put in uncomfortable positions all the time as far as like work and
as far as work, okay.
Yeah, as far as work wise. So I'm used to being thrown and put in front of people to talk or travel and being like not knowing anyone, meeting new people and new places and traveling alone. Like some people have anxiety traveling alone. I love it. Like I will be in the airport having a good old time with my $37 water, get on a plane. So yeah, there are probably things that I do that probably give people anxiety. I can go eat by myself perfectly fine. I can go to the movies by myself perfectly fine. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
So you don't need a 2-ticket combo sweepstakes prize. You just need the 1 ticket.
Oh, just the 1 ticket. Yeah. I've taken a 35-hour train ride by myself from Seattle to here because I'd never been on the train. I was like, oh, let me go on a little adventure.
I just did that the other day too.
Yeah. So she did it by herself.
She did it by herself.
So, yeah.
I think that's the other thing about starting something new is that, so one, I think that's a good point with getting comfortable with feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But number two, being comfortable with going at it alone. Mm-hmm. That I think that takes a lot of courage, and it's nerves, but I think that's how you grow.
Yeah.
So,
and then even when people make these resolutions and to work out, people want accountability partners, but sometimes your accountability partners don't pull through. So you have to be also strong enough to pull yourself through.
Right.
Calling them, it's 5:15.
Where you at? And then you don't go to the gym because they didn't go to the gym. But like you just have to get up and go. Mm-hmm. Like you can't be great because somebody else made you great. You have to be great for yourself.
Yeah, it's contagious. If you just can keep doing it yourself, as hard as it may be.
Yeah.
That 5:15er will be there at 4:50.
Yeah. Even being in the household, like if you have children or a spouse, but you want to stick to your diet plan, but you're making these delicious looking chicken nuggets.
Somebody keeps bringing in the wrong food.
Right. Like you have to be strong enough to eat ground turkey and vegetables and brown rice. Like,
are you smelling this ooey goodness?
Ooey goodness. The cheesecake. You just sitting there eating the cheesecake out the pan.
I got these celery sticks.
Yeah. So
this mother sucker here.
Yeah. So you have to be strong with change.
Mm-hmm. I hear that. And a lot of the references I've looked up, I mean, we're only going to share 3, but that backs up what we've talked about. One on screen here, you guys can't see it, but I can see it. There's an actual scientific term for starting something new. It's called neophobia. So basically something new, neo meaning new and phobia meaning a fear of, is that, something that can change your life in a way that you never experienced, the fear of the unknown, and just neophobia. It's like, shoot, I want this new job that is my dream, so now I'm scared of my dream.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I'm in, just example, I don't know, maybe for some people, yes, I'm in poverty or something, or yes, I'm homeless, but I'm scared of going after my dream because now what are the responsibilities? What are the for lack of a better term, side effects of doing this just dream I want to do? How much effort does it take? Will I fail? But what if I succeed? Who's going to nitnack me and ask me for all this money? Who's going to, so there's a lot of things that come into this neophobia. We're on verywellmind.com, and just kind of a little tidbit here. There's let's go back up to the little bit. There's a diagnostic and statistical manual of mental disorders that also talks about the neophobia. The symptoms of neophobia are breathlessness, dizziness, increased heart rate, nausea, trembling. So it's almost like a panic attack.
It's a panic attack.
That's just something that can hinder your nerves. So that's why we're talking about this today, because like I said, we're talking about the physical aspect of a person, the mental aspect of a person, as well as the spiritual aspect of a person. So starting something new hits the mental side. You want to do it, you're excited to do it, but then your mind makes you think you're nervous. And I believe this is correct, where your mind can't differentiate between nervous and excited sometimes. And you could be excited, but not really know it, because your fear mixed with the emotion you have. It's like, oh, now I'm just nervous about this.
Yeah, true. Very true.
So
and it's like you're not alone. Like everybody has these feelings about different things, that you're not alone. A lot of people don't like to try something new, or you talk yourself out of it too.
Yeah, I would never consider myself having nausea or dizziness, but then I think about it and I'm like, oh wait, when I'm nervous sometimes, like I can't eat. And why can't you eat? Because it's like,
that's true. You're too nervous.
What's going on?
You start something new, next thing you know it's 1 o'clock and you've had nothing all day. And you're
stomach
like,
empty.
And now I'm dizzy because
because you didn't eat anything. Your blood sugar's now.
My head hurts.
We'll go to the complication section and see what they have right there. So go down to two more sections. So on the left, there's a little table. There you go. So what do we have? Complications. This is moderate to severe neophobia can have a serious impact on a person's daily life. It's easy to become stuck in a rut, avoiding risks that could lead to greater personal fulfillment. Like you said, you're gonna fulfill your goal, but it's like, and then you feel like, you look like, I should say, a procrastinator, but you really have a medical issue going on in your mind. And it's just like, well, I want these things to happen, but what do they say? The religious would say, you're blocking your blessings.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, you're blocking your own self. Get out of the way of yourself and go do it.
Yeah, sometimes failure is success.
Yeah, because you know what not to do.
Yeah, there we go.
you can learn 1,000 ways not to do something, and you're still going to succeed. And let's go down to the treatment.
Before we do that, I think it's interesting that, once again, it's verywellmind.com. What is the fear of new things?
Yes.
When they talk about children, how often, their entire world is new to them.
Oh yeah, right from coming out, like they've been in a nice warm sack, and you just ripped them out. Like, you can't eat, can't see.
And you think about all, when our kids started school, they were pretty good. Didn't cry too much, but you would always have that one kid. First day of preschool, screaming and hollering, and like as a parent, you feel bad, but you also know that this new thing here is going to make you better. And I think sometimes even as adults, we may not physically scream and holler, but our insides are screaming and hollering. But so sometimes you have to look at kids. I see some kids, they just go for it.
Yeah.
And I love that about them, because they're right. The kids, every day is new. So very cool.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love seeing that, and then like, he'll be all right.
You want to go down to treatment?
Yes, in treatment, there's a cognitive behavior therapy. It's the first line of approach. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be a little bit off of the website. I'm sorry. So to treat specific phobias such as neophobia, CBT focuses on helping people change in negative thought patterns that can lead to fear and avoidance behaviors. So, there's, I guess, drills that can help you stop avoiding things. Instead of dreading new things or experiences, people might work to relabel these thoughts, and as anticipations or excitements. So it's like a rewiring in the brain to say, don't look at this glass half full, look at it. Half empty, look at it half full, kind of thing, just for simple layman's terms. And then on this website, it's kind of like an ad, but it's a thing. If your loved one struggles with phobia, contact the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration, which is abbreviated with SAMHSA National Helpline. And they have a helpline on the website, 800-662-4357. And so it's a real big thing to be of any kind of phobia. Arachnid and neo or however. So you can have a great plan. You can have a script, 125 pages scripted, but you really fear giving it to somebody. Yeah. Or marketing it, or however what you call it. And you need this call that number, and they'll help you get through it. Sometimes you need a little psychologist. Is that the right one? I keep getting me with that.
I'm like, don't ask me today.
But basically, you need to talk to a professional.
Mental wellness.
Yes, you need to get that mental wellness in check for that one. So what do you have? You guys thoughts on that? Either one can jump in quickly or jump in.
Quickly. What if I want to go slow now? I'm trying to think. Like, I can't say like it was the first time I zip lined. That was a fear.
Oh yeah.
You completely.
I left my friends in a tree. I was like, I want to go zip lining for my birthday. I got up there. I was shaking. I was nauseated. Like everything. And
I feel like you had a complete mental, physical, and spiritual breakdown
all at once in the tree, in the forest, in the woods, where it's supposed to be calm, cool, and collected. But and then all of a sudden, like I just left. But then I tried it again later on, and I succeeded. And I want to say I've done probably about 5 zip lines since then, and we did the longest one in North America in Windsor, Whistler, Canada. So like that was a comeback story.
Yeah, wasn't that first zip line? They unloaded us from the truck, and you looked at the line. It was like,
I did like the baby zip, and I was like, "No, let me climb up the side of this mountain." Yeah. Oh yeah, that was another one on Catalina for your birthday, and I was like,
drove up. Mm-hmm. They said, "Drive me back there."
Yeah, and I did the baby zip, and I was just like, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Baby girl only going 50 feet across.
So yeah, I failed twice. 2 zip lines that I failed, and then from then on, then I succeeded and did some beautiful ones.
Sweet.
Look at that.
Look at me.
Prime example.
I like that.
Must have been like 50 motorcycles.
Oh, the little baby ones?
The little baby ones, yeah.
Mopeds.
Alright, so but now we're just moving on. Well, now we. God dang it! Did it again.
Why are you drinking?
Water?
All up in the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
I
swallow.
can hear you right here. The group. So basically, the battle between creating a new habit or stopping an old habit is a thing as well. There's a thing where people believe old habits are harder to stop. There's a website, ladders.com, acquiring a new habit versus quitting an old one. And it's basically saying the moment of decision, for example, I'm going to read a little bit off the ladders, is the traumatic experience doesn't need to be sudden and painful like a car accident. I'm sure you heard the stories of people who quit smoking because their grandchildren asked them to do so, and they felt like they want to be here for their grandkids. This can be even more subtle moments that, for instance, you want to excel and run faster, and smoking pretty much stops your lung capacity from you from doing that. Things of that nature. You guys, any thoughts for that?
I just realized I need to stop slacking.
You just stop slacking?
Slouching.
Oh.
Starting something new.
Slouching.
Sitting up.
Yes. And then, yeah.
I think quitting an old habit is definitely harder, especially when you think of something like smoking. It's addictive. Drinking can be addictive.
Sugar.
Sugar. Like that's really hard for a lot of people to quit.
Yeah.
I think mainly because we don't realize how much sugar is in the foods we eat. So you don't even have the capacity. Like, oh, that's that's really sugary. I don't know. Habits are interesting.
Habits.
I feel like we can do a whole episode just on
habits.
Especially when you ask somebody, why'd you do that? Oh, it's a habit. That doesn't really explain why you did it.
Right.
Like when I lock my car, I push the button 3 times. For some reason, if I don't push it 3 times, I don't think it's locked.
Just that mental loop.
It's the mental loop that I have to push it 3 times.
Your past experience.
And then I'd be like, dang, I'm upstairs. Did I push it? And I can like go to my bathroom window and like look out and push the button. I can see the lights. I'm like, all right, I'm good. It's locked.
Safes. Yes, it's very interesting because when we talk about habits, especially habits that have to do with fitness, it can be big things like smoking or drinking or sugar, or it can be smaller things as simple as I have friends and family who they have to have a snack before they go to bed. Or for me, I have to look at my phone before I go to bed. Like it helps me fall asleep.
Oh,
social media.
Technology habit is also
right. So I think I would like to break that habit. One of my goals this year is to sleep more. I'm not a great sleeper. I'm very much put the kids to bed, and once the kids are in bed, I feel like that can be our time or my time, and I find myself where I should be in bed by 10. Next thing you know, you're staying up till midnight because you finally get the TV, or you finally could think without all the noise, and I can write something, or there's always something to be done. And so one of the habits that I really want to focus on is are you getting your 7 to 8 hours of sleep? Because most nights I'm not. And I can see how that affects the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. So I think it's very important to, I think Ashley said it earlier, to not only figure out what your habits are, but why you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so how can what can I do earlier in my day? That way I'm getting the sleep I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love sleep.
I mean, yeah, you get in the way of things. And on ladders.com, it doesn't say it verbatim, but basically in the rebuilding a habit section, the mental loops are created. I guess you create them over and over and over, and you keep creating them stronger and stronger, of a strength, of a hold in your mind. So the things that you guys describe, always picking up your phone, you did it once, okay, you did it the second time, so now it's becoming also like a muscle memory thing, and you keep doing it. So you really can't explain it. At some point, you're not consciously thinking to do it. It's 9 p.m. and I'm going to look at social media right now. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's 9 p.m.
Right.
But why? Because I did it yesterday. But why? Because I'm doing this.
But also, social media is a plus. Please listen to our podcast.
I'm just saying.
And we can get off phones too. Like, we know a lot of coffee drinkers.
Oh, I
A lot
love
of
me some
drinkers
coffee.
I know so many people who cannot get their day started until they have a cup of coffee.
I love it.
It's like, I'm not doing anything with my life, and we can all look at it and say we need to. Like, for me, I'm not a coffee drinker, so when I see that, I'm like, y'all crazy.
Yeah.
But then when you see me on my phone at night,
You crazy,
Now you
right?
Yeah.
Well, fun fact, I did cut out sugar before. For cold turkey, I went off sugar for a full year. And I realized I wasn't addicted to coffee. I was addicted to the sugars. I was addicted to going to Starbucks and getting the caramel macchiatos and having the creamers at home, the vanilla. So after I got off sugar, I realized that I didn't need coffee. I didn't drink coffee as much because I was addicted to the sugar, not the caffeine.
It's crazy.
And going back to starting something new, what is something new that you had to start within that addiction from I can't go to the Starbucks, I can't get this sugary macchiato anymore. What's the one new thing that you had to start that was hard and made you nervous or feel anxious?
I still would go to Starbucks, but I would just get a cafe latte with soy milk. And that's it, no pumps, no nothing. And to me, just the soy milk still has that little, I think it was I always allowed myself between 5 and 7 grams of sugar because everything still has sugar in it. And so you can't, it's hard. And then natural sugar too. So I was still able to get my caffeine fix, but it wasn't as much. For me, it was I was nervous going to the grocery store because everything has sugar in it.
Right.
But it's always,
But you need certain sugars like fruits.
well, yeah, still eat fruits and all that kind of thing. But I also realized when you just stay on the outer rim of the grocery store, you go from the vegetable to the meat,
Right.
and then that's it. If you don't go any of the center aisles, you don't need nothing from there.
You know,
Right.
You can go
Right.
get some rice,
maybe the rice, maybe some nuts,
maybe
but,
some vegetables, maybe some, but everything else,
you just need the vegetables
you
and
don't
meat.
need anything. The cereals, the chips, and all that.
You find
No,
a real good grain bread, whatever that.
not cut out gluten.
Yeah, you cut
So-
out gluten so you can
So-
eat that bread.
Do you feel a lot of the times when you're starting something new, the fear is also because you have to give up something else?
No,
No.
I'm weird. I'll just go cold turkey.
Yeah.
What about you,
Try that.
Justin?
When I need to start something new,
Yeah, because most of the time when we're talking about health and fitness, I need to start this new habit of walking. So that means I am going to now, for example, take away my comfort in watching a show. So my 2 hours of TV is now, although for some people it makes them feel relaxed, it makes them feel like they can finally just shut their brain off. So I feel sometimes oh, but I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna,
and that's me too. The adding of going to the gym is the subtraction of being at home, or the adding or walking our dog Choco D2, is subtraction of sitting in my couch playing a game or watching a TV show. That doesn't. And you only have 24 hours in a day, everyone does, and then you got to figure out how to break up your day. I even look at TV shows and it kind of messes up my time that I did have or do have at that time. I'll analyze the time frame. Oh, this is only a 30-minute show. I can watch this, but I don't really like this cat. I want to value my time right now. So now I'm watching a gang of highlights, or I mean not highlights, trailers, but I never really watched the show. So it sounds kind of weird. I want the best show to watch in 30 minutes. And I'm flipping through and I done spent 20 minutes watching trailers.
Right.
So it's hard to say that, meaning it's hard to initiate the new habit at times.
Right.
Sometimes you don't know how.
One thing that helps me sometimes, though, is to incentivize the new habit. Okay, if you walk 5 days this week, then you get to rest Saturday morning. Saturday morning's yours. You can watch your show.
Oh, yeah.
You can, and I think that helps because I think sometimes when you're starting a new habit, at least for me, I can speak for myself, like you go so hard and then you face burnout.
Yeah, I was going to say you burn out.
And then it's like, I'm not just sitting Saturday morning now. Now I've given myself Friday morning too.
Oh, yeah.
Or
now you're not going at all.
Or
now you don't have a routine.
Right. Or the cheat day. Or a cheat meal turns into a cheat day, turns into a cheat week.
And then all of a sudden you're just cheating every day.
You're off the wagon big time. So, I think incentivizing yourself is a really good option.
Yeah. Another one we see here on inc.com. You can go to that on the big screen. Ashley kind of hit it. You gotta want to identify your triggers.
Oh, it's me.
Why are you doing such habit?
I'm the issue.
So the coffee one was, why do I love this coffee so much?
Sugar.
It was the sugar.
It was a sugar.
Let me take the sugar out.
Yeah.
And like you said, taking sugar out has other benefits.
Yeah.
Why do you watch this particular show? Oh, I like this and that. Okay, maybe watch it earlier. Maybe watch it later in the day. The example they have on INC is, why do you bite your nails? And then you got to see the triggers of why you bite your nails. Or you hungry and you think your nails are edible. Things like that nature. So it's kind of interesting. So that was the first step on this one. Just reading the big bolds, there was a number 2 was replace your bad habit with something else. I think we kind of hit that on the head.
Take a nap.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can take a nap. You can take a nap. You can say, I need to go on this walk. Yeah, I'm going to replace going on a walk. I'm going to go on a walk and take out
Watching TV
or something like that. You can also say, if you have the ability, a lot of us have phones, and it might not be that safe because you kind of do need to pay attention on your walk, but you can bring your phone with you and have your TV's there with you and your phone.
That's not safe.
You have that set up. Like I said, it's not that safe.
No.
However, you can kind of glaze down. Not glaze.
Look at, he wants a donut.
Gaze down.
I'm hungry.
At your phone.
No,
there.
that's not safe.
But yeah, people put earbuds with noise canceling effect in their ears as they walk, so you kind of lose a sense of surrounding.
Yeah, no, we need you to be safe.
Another thing, but we want everyone to be safe, which is why I say that. So sometimes noise canceling needs to be used responsibly. I don't know how I got to that, but I did. So yeah, and then number 3 is be patient with yourself. We kind of hit that one. Don't burn out.
Be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
The brain needs time to hit the neural connections. Then that will also create muscle memory. So things of that nature.
Come on, kinesiology. Put it all together for us. Come on, we listening.
I'm just saying, that's what the fibers got to connect. You can't just run a marathon on day 1 of training. You got to build up the fibers and build it up.
I know. I ran around the block last night and I had a little Charlie horse.
Just by one around.
Just one around.
Right. Because what you did was you did the travel.
I took a suitcase outside. Yeah.
You
ran around the block for a good year of travel. And then I got a Charlie horse later on that evening because I didn't stretch or drink my waters.
There you go. But you might travel. You might get to a place.
I'm going to drink my water and make sure I don't get a Charlie horse while I'm traveling.
There it is. Less coffee.
I love to be patient with yourself. You know, I think, like I said earlier, burnout. Be patient with yourself, so you know you can stay encouraged. And the other thing, you got to show yourself some grace. I love grace. I don't think we show ourselves enough grace when we're starting new habits. When we're starting anything new, we want to be perfect. And you don't have to be.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, and I face that. I think I face that a lot. I'm at this goal that I want to get to, but I'm at this weight today. So I kind of beat myself up and say, why did you get this bad? Why did you get this far off where you wanted? You looked at yourself before and said, well, I'm not going to be this guy with the flabby arms when I get older. I'm not going to be this guy with no abs when I get older.
Look at us.
And I look in the mirror, I look in the mirror like, ain't nothing but a cake right there, my
We
guy.
all have abs. They're just insulated.
They're just under the other fats, yes.
Yes, but they're there.
So I want to move that curtain of fat. And hopefully,
Yeah.
and that brings a sense of joy and satisfaction in yourself. So I kind of see why people look in the mirror with their shirt off. I mean, please don't do it in public, but in your bathroom, you can look in the mirror with your shirt off and appreciate and enjoy any benefits and changes in your body that you wanted. Because it's hard work. And so you can take time and say, yeah, this bicep is bigger than it was yesterday. Or last week, 'cause I guess you'll notice more of that.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I'm gonna say it takes
Sorry.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I've done like 3 sit-ups and never had abs, so here we are.
Yeah, you know, you want more abs, more sense than that.
Oh,
Yeah, so you want to, I keep sitting the mic, I'm so sorry. But you want to have levels of appreciation, and that's going to keep you more engaged
motivated.
and motivated.
Yeah.
If you don't see any change, you're like, what am I doing this for? It's not going to work. I ain't got
Right.
paid today.
Right.
I was supposed to get paid today. Oh, don't worry. Next week, we're backed up. Next week's comes. Bro, I didn't get paid. Well, you probably won't call your boss bro, but, sir, I didn't get paid again. You're going to quit at one point. You're going to quit the job. Get another job.
I need
So you're going to
yeah.
quit this thing.
I need you to
don't
get your
see
money.
results.
Get your money.
Yeah. That's that kind of aspect. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that now?
It's important to incentivize yourself and show yourself some grace. I think that's the major
that's it.
thing. Let's start new things.
Yeah. So when you set goals, you want to have SMART goals, which is an acronym, which is a simple, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timetable on it. So you want to have those factors incorporated in your goal: work related, fitness related, parental, being a parent, or social related goals, any kind of goals. You want to have SMART goals, but still follow the acronym of SMART. I mean, you want it to be literally SMART and have the simple, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely features along with that goal. So,
Yep.
I like that.
Good combo. Good combo.
I love it. Let's go start that new thing.
Let's go.
Let's go start that new
Be
thing.
smart, incentivize, and show yourself some
Let's go have
grace.
this cheesecake and then we can go walk around the block.
We're going to hit you with this one poem at the end before we go. Before we go on with our day. So the poem goes a little bit like this, related to the show. So it is this, excuse me. Like the theme of the book of Genesis, we start from the beginning no matter what we do. We start with a brainstorm and an analysis. We manifest and dream and plan until the idea sticks like super glue. Nervous? Don't be. Believe in yourself. You'll be marvelous. In your team, your process, and in yourself, trust. So do it to the fullest, like it is a must. We appreciate you listening and viewing. Join us again next time, as forward is the direction we keep moving.
Did you write that?
Yeah? I have to write it. What do you want me to do?
You can just come from your soul.
I did. Well, it was out my soul into my left
Oh,
hand.
there you go.
Yeah,
Into the computer.
into the thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I love it. Love it. See? We did it again. We do this thing all the time.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Go take a nap.
I'll take a nap.